Hi, I'm Ryan Donovan, Assistant Professor of Theater Studies at Duke University and author of Broadway Bodies, A Critical History of Conformity. In the book, I'm addressing Broadway's body politics. And what I mean by that is essentially how our appearance matters to our employment in the industry. And part of the impetus for this book is what I call the ambivalent inclusion of difference on Broadway. So Broadway is often considered to be a progressive and inclusive space because of what we see on stage. I'm arguing in the book that offstage is quite another matter. And the histories covered in the book are an invitation for readers and people in the industry and theater lovers to imagine otherwise. So imagine, for instance, if fat people played the leads in all Broadway shows, or we saw disabled actors on stage instead of non-disabled actors playing disabled characters. Or in the first example, if we were able to move as an industry beyond the fat best friend stereotype. So the book is organized around questions of size, sexuality, and ability. Each section in the book begins with a case study followed by a broader survey of that particular identity. And I wrote the book because I'm bringing together my experience as a scholar and my former life as a dancer in musicals around the country. And the book is an attempt to make part of the historical record what all performers and people in the industry know to be true, which is that we are disqualified from employment because of our appearance daily. And as such, I hope that readers will start to think critically about, and in fact, not be able to unsee who representation in musicals fails and who it does not represent at all, and who also is misrepresented. And the way that I'm asking us to think about this is through casting, which is a labor practice that almost no other industry would get away with. Imagine, for instance, if you were applying for a job as a CEO and you were told that you were too disabled, too fat, too gay, et cetera, to do the job. The identities that I write about in the book all face wage penalties in the broader labor market. And I'm asking us to think about how that's mirrored in Broadway musicals, particularly in its casting. So who we see on stage and why that matters. Thank you.